Welcome into HQ Spotlight. Amanda Guerra, Jenny Dell, Danny Kanell, Pete Prisco. Got a lot going on in the NFL, a lot of big trades. But Pete, I love this because I heard you earlier and you called Josh Allen, and I'd never heard you say this before, an untamed stallion.
Wow.
And now he's getting a little more help.
He's a wild stallion.
Wild stallion.
They've turned into a show pony.
Oh.
And he needs to get back
Get
to
it
being
right,
wild.
Amanda.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
Something about a stallion.
We're going to get to all that in a second. First, we want to start with some of the breaking news that happened today. Another AFC East team trading for a big-name wide receiver out there after the Jets got Davante Adams this morning. We're going to talk about that shortly. The Bills acquiring Amari Cooper from the Browns. So the Bills sending a third-round pick to the Browns and a day 3 pick. Swap is also involved in that. He'll likely step in as the Bills' new #1 receiver. Pete, you like the move?
Not likely he will. I mean,
He will.
And they had to make a move. When I was there in the summer, I talked with the GM, Brandon Beane. They thought that they could get by with what they had. They really felt that Dalton Kincaid would emerge as kind of their #1 wide receiver, and that has not played out that way, in large part because teams have doubled him a bunch. They don't have a lot other than him. So now you get Cooper, and when you get Cooper in there, it's going to open up everything else for Dalton Kincaid, for Shakir, and for Josh Allen. And that means that they can get back to letting Josh Allen throw the ball more. They ran the ball great against the Jets, but this is a team that needs to be built around Josh Allen. He hadn't turned the ball over. That's the one thing everybody talks about. When I hear that, Danny, you know what it says to me?
Right.
That he's not trying to make the plays that he normally would try to make. So it's back to being the wild stallion for Josh Allen.
I think they missed Stephon Diggs, and I'm not making the case that they should have kept him. That relationship team seemed toxic, but they're toxic. They're missing a true #1 wide receiver to the point, and that's why they went out and made this move. Khalil Shakir, I don't think he's the guy. Keon Coleman is too young yet, and Dalton Kincaid, as good as a tight end as he may be, he's just not a true #1 wide receiver. So now they get this and bring it in. I think it fits a need on a team that has been lacking that in the big play potential. So go look at any of the great quarterbacks. Most of them have a true #1. The fact that Josh Allen's playing as good as he has, and I know he hasn't put up the big numbers like you want to see. I want to see him stretch in the field. That to me still says that once he gets this could be the missing piece for the Bills.
Are you more of a show pony or a wild stallion?
I guess it depends on the day and who you're asking.
That's a good point. All right, we're going to play a little game along with this entire segment, and it's called Contender or Pretender. And we're going to talk about the Bills first now, obviously, with his new acquisition. Are they contenders or pretenders?
Absolutely contenders. I mean, they're already contenders without Amari Cooper. Now they add it, and I think it brings them into the mix of potentially challenging the Chiefs in the AFC as like a Super Bowl contender. That's why I think this team made this move. They realize what they have in Josh Allen, what they have in this team, the start they've had to the season, so they get back and make this move to even secure that even then some. So I say absolutely contender.
Well, they were my pick to go to the Super Bowl before the season, so I think now it's even stronger. I am concerned about the defense. I mean, when we look at the defense, they were run on against the Jets. They've been run on all year, giving up over 145 yards per game on the ground. You can't sustain that, but they've had a ton of injuries. I think as they get healthier on defense, they're going to be a better defense. You get Von Miller back off the suspension. That's important for him. Milano at the end of the year should be back. That's important for him. They'll be better on defense. I think this team has everything you need to make the Super Bowl run, and I think they will.
We're going to continue to play contenders or pretenders, but we do need to talk about the Davante Adams trade. Reuniting now with Aaron Rodgers. They're already hanging out in person. We've seen that today. But Pete, how much? Yes, this is going to help, but how much?
Well, it's going to help in large part because of the way they play offense. They play Aaron Rodgers' style of offense. And what that means is not a lot of pre-snap motion. I think they're 30th in the league in pre-snap motion. He likes his guy over here, and away we go. And now that takes 2 wide receivers. Wilson's a good #2 wide receiver. I don't think he's a #1. But now you get a guy who you can put on the other side, and now you can run the Aaron Rodgers offense because you can use those 2 receivers. The great offenses that don't have pre-snap motion, you go back to talk about the Colts. Back when Peyton Manning was there, he had Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. Well, now you have Adams and you have Wilson. That's going to make it so much easier for Aaron Rodgers. And we know GM Aaron Rodgers, who masqueraded as a quarterback last night, wanted this deal done. And you know what? This deal was done before the game, and here's how you know why. He called out Mike Williams by name after the game. Called him out. You remember the play? Mm-hmm. He said it should have been down 4 verticals. He should have been on the red line, down the sideline. He ran an in-breaker. That's why Aaron Rodgers had to adjust his throw. He called him out by name. Quarterbacks usually don't do that. That's how you knew that Davante Adams was on his way.
Yeah, I I think this is a great move, obviously. I mean, Davante Adams, I still think he's been almost forgotten about anytime you do top 5 wide receiver lists because he's had such atrocious quarterback play when he was in Las Vegas. And these guys clearly have a rapport from their time in Green Bay. What I'm trying to decipher, and I know we're going to get to it, is a contender or pretender, because this does feel, it reeks of desperation, right, for this franchise to continue to move major parts to try to put the first part was getting Aaron Rodgers to come in there at the age of 40, coming off an Achilles. But now you're doubling down on it. You know, it's like, it's as if one of those, you know, stocks that you buy and it's going down and you just keep buying more, hoping that one day it's going to go back to where it was. That's what I'm trying to figure out if the Jets, if they're just doubling down on a bad bet, or if this actually makes them a legit contender.
Yeah, but if you're Joe Douglas and you saw the coach you hired, Robert Saleh, get fired,
yes.
and if you don't win the Super Bowl or get to the postseason and go deep into the postseason, you're out the door. Why not give away the assets to go win now? It makes all. Look, everybody protects themselves. He's protecting himself here. I get it. I understand it. But as far as making them a true Super Bowl contender, they're not.
So that's the question. So the Jets right now, a 2-4 record. They are third in the AFC East. So
I'm going to say pretender just because of how dysfunctional this whole thing is unfolded. I think they could make things really interesting.
What about for playoffs? Like, not even Super Bowl, just for playoffs.
Yeah, I think because the AFC's been so turned upside down, I think that's where, like, the Bengals we thought were going to be really good. All of a sudden, they're kind of a mess. You know, the Dolphins without Tua have been, you know, much less competitive, and we'll see if he comes back. But I think the wide open nature of the AFC does give me a little bit of, okay, maybe this infuses some life and makes them a legitimate contender for the playoffs. I don't think they win the division, but I think it's a wild card team. Clearly, they could be there. So we'll see how it goes. You know, you mentioned Aaron Rodgers masquerading as GM. He's also masquerading as the head coach. I mean, he's basically making all the decisions for the Jets, and it's just so dysfunctional. I wonder when this thing unravels. And I do also wonder if we're talking about this completely different on the flip side. If Greg Zuerlein makes a field goal or two last night, we're looking at them totally different complexion, but I still think there's way too much dysfunction around this franchise.
Yeah, but you can also say if they don't get a Hail Mary, and they might not win that game anyways.
Right.
But I think they're a contender for a playoff team. They're not a contender to win a division. They're a contender to be a wild card team because I'm concerned a little bit about their defense. They've been pushed around in the run game a little bit. They weren't up until last night, but that's not a great run game that the Bills had going into that game, and they pushed them around. So I'm concerned about a lot of things. The schedule gets easier for them in the next 5 weeks. So I do think they have a chance to make a little run, but not a contender for the Super Bowl at all.
Not a contender for the Super Bowl, potentially for the postseason there. Let's go to the team the Jets are going to play coming up this weekend here. The Steelers, who've been working with Justin Fields, and now we got Russell Wilson taking those first team reps, potentially playing this weekend. Contender or pretender, Pete, for the postseason for the Steelers?
They're a contender for the postseason in large part for what you said. The AFC has kind of crumbled around them, but I don't like this move at all. And I'm not sitting here saying Justin Fields is the end-all, be-all of their quarterback issues. But you do get big plays from him. You do get stuff you can scheme up for him in the run game. We've seen that the entire time. He hasn't been great, but he hasn't been terrible either. And I think that's what you want if you're the Steelers. Does anybody remember how Russell Wilson has played the last 2 years in Denver? He holds the ball. He gets hit a bunch. He gets sacked a bunch. I don't like this move to even put it out there. If you're going to make the move, make the move. If you're not going to make the move, then tell Justin Fields you're our guy until you do completely implode, because he hasn't imploded at all. I don't like the move at all.
This is very curious for me, why they would float this out there. Clearly, I think it's something to maybe try to light a fire under Justin Fields to get more out of the pass game, to try to get more consistency. When you look at the numbers, the offenses that have better numbers as far as total offense, the Bears with a rookie, the Panthers, the Dolphins without Tua, the Jets, as we mentioned, the Giants, those teams are all getting better offensive production. So I think clearly there's a frustration with the quarterback play. I don't even think the franchise necessarily wants to go to Russell Wilson, but they see him practicing every day next to each other. I think they would love to see this light a fire under Justin Fields and start getting better production. And I do think it's a warning shot that if you don't get better, we might go to the veteran and see if we can get it.
See, I think they might be going to the veteran. You don't throw that out there without going to him. I think they might be going to him. You know, they're saying he's getting first-team reps. I think they might be going to him, and that's the end of Justin Fields this week. I really believe
you might
that.
see him again.
I love all of this. This is great. Neither one of you answered the question.
Oh, I said.
Did you say it?
think they're a contender with or without.
Contender for a playoff.
For a playoff. Okay, there we go. But it is good to dive into because, of course, that's what we're looking at this week with this team.
All right, we want to talk about the Lions next. Now without Aidan Hutchinson, that was just awful to watch. He entered Week 6 in the NFL as a leader in sacks, QB hits, pressures, and now they are unfortunately without him. So when you look at that team as a whole, contender, pretender for the playoffs.
Oh, I think they're a contender for the Super Bowl still.
Super Bowl.
I absolutely do. And I think we have to also consider what they potentially could move as far as a move they potentially could make. You got Hassan Reddick, the Jets opened up for a playoff team. You've got other players out there they could be interested in. But I look at this team in its totality and say, man, they have a culture that responds to adversity. And as good as Aidan Hutchinson has been, I still think you can build around that. And you can work around a weakness there until you feel somebody else to maybe plug the pieces there. So I think this team absolutely is, not to mention what the 49ers have done without Christian McCaffrey. They've looked beatable. The Vikings, are you looking at them in the division? You wonder how long the Sam Darnold experiment keeps going, like this honeymoon period. So I absolutely think the Lions are still a Super Bowl contender.
I think they need to make a move to be a Super Bowl contender. And look, two teams made trades today. The Browns and the Raiders. Call on Max Crosby. See if
I was
he's
about to say,
available.
what names, though, do you like?
Call on Miles Garrett and see if he's available. I would make calls on both of them. And it's going to be expensive to go get him, but I think you're in the situation, if you can go get him, you go get him. Because this is their window right now. And you don't have a pass rusher. Remember, they signed Davenport. He's been hurt. They need a pass rusher. Without Aidan Hutchinson, they've been giving up a ton of big plays to begin with on the back end. Without him, it's going to get ugly. You're going to have an offense that scores 35, 40 points a game, and that's not sustainable. So I do think they need to go out and get a pass rusher. If they do that, if they were to get Crosby or Garrett or somebody, or even Reddick or somebody, Hendrickson, somebody, then they're a Super Bowl contender. If they don't, I don't think they will.
Don't you think they will? I think they got to do something.
They have to do something.
Well, especially with the two teams and the two names that you mentioned who are already willing to make those moves. Obviously, maybe giving up on those seasons. Sorry, Browns fans. Sorry about you. Guys, hang on just a second here. We have much more to talk about. Coming up, we're going to turn to the NFC East. Well, the Commanders end up running away with this division, and Jerry Jones is getting heated. He's getting defensive. Hear what he had to say this morning coming up.